Hello, welcome to the Reframing Mindset podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity and practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day. Okay, so welcome back to Reframe Mindset podcast. My name is Constant Brooks. And basically, the thing that I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, it came to pass, and it's one of those things where I kind of mentioned in another episode. It's best to kind of talk through your ideas and such, so that when the problem do occur, you're already prepared for it. One of these problems that came up is the leaking roof, because if you remember from a few episodes back, I mentioned that we're in the rain season, and I guess the rain season has been pretty hectic to the point that, it starts to kind of affect the roof, but it's not that bad, not that bad, but it starts to. But luckily, I have a professional that came and look and just know the problem and how to fix it. And it doesn't cost that much doctor to fix the problem. So that's and that's basically what I said in the one of those previous episodes when I talked about the house, where basically the first year of you owning the home would be you reacting to the problems and maybe getting someone professional to actually look for the problem and solve it. And it's just one of those other problems where basically boom, the first issue came up and you just have the solution for basically the whole problem, so that at least when that problem is fixed, ideally, if it leaks again, it won't be for that reason. If you get me. So but that's due to me always, this first year of doing it, I'm on guard in, like, I'm not sick. I'm just basically getting myself in preparation to actually can afford the home, because that's one of the main reasons why people don't like to go against the tide about buying the home or such like that. Because once you buy it, you have to maintain it. So if you have to maintain it, then it makes sense to cheaper to rent it, But here I am, and assuming the risk, and then because I'm assuming the risk, I have to think about these things, And luckily, there are professionals around me that knows how to solve these problems that I can call on, boom, and they deal with the solution. All I have to do is just get the money and pay for it. And what happened is basically also is that this year, the next year going into it, so the second year of the house, this also will be more sturdy than the first year. And you, as the homeowner, will be more knowledgeable about stuff for the home. So that's basically where you learn from experience, So that's basically the essence of what these few home episodes has been about. It's me know the vision of that I want from it. It's like basically like the 90 days change your life. So boom, I have the vision of what I'm going to do for the 90 days, and then what happens is unforeseen things can happen. Like, for example, this rain season. This rain season, and then boom, the leaking floor. And then because I know these unforeseen things can happen, when it does happen, you don't hear me stressing and saying, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And just that, okay, I relate it I relay it to someone that is knowledgeable about the problem. They come and look at it, and they offer me a solution. And I said, okay, all right, I see, and how I deal with the solution. You see me? So that's basically how, you know, if you have a plan going into something before, when the plan kind of goes off the rails, you're less stressed than if you go into something without a plan. So that's it basically for this episode. Thanks for listening. I look forward for the next episode.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.
This is the end of June update. And because due to unfortunate reason, internet down. This episode will be dropping pretty late, or pretty late in July. Not late like hopefully not late like very late, but late as in it'll be past July 1. But thanks to that, thanks to that, this episode is actually doing it in a very nice location. If I want to say the location, I'll say the location after the 1 minute mark. So basically, you would have to actually listen to the full episode to actually kind of see where actually I'm recording this episode. But basically, recording this episode at my university.